Good morning. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Love Morning. I am John Halcyon Stin, and I'm here for us to win in the game of being happy in our life. And if you share with me the things that feel good with treason, then there is nowhere that we will feel strife. It's a love morning, sharing the good times together. It's love morning, and no matter the weather, we'll share the things that lift our attitude. It's gonna be a big jumbo pot of gratitude. Good morning. Hiya. Hope you're doing well. It is Saturday morning, isn't it? Remember when that meant cartoons? Remember when there was no such thing as on demand? There's no such thing as VCRs. If you want to watch cartoons, you watch them Saturday fucking morning. I am filled with gratitude this morning, which is good because if I don't focus on gratitude, I do have nagging things that keep going. So I'm grateful for this opportunity to share some gratitude with you. If you're here, say hello. Let me know where you are, what you're grateful for. I am grateful. Today, my big gratitude focus is my mom. I am so lucky to have been raised by Susan Stin. I have been talking to her a lot lately on the phone and just really feeling like this new added level of warmth and connection. And I actually, last night, I went to go see her in a concert. Her choir, her church choir, did a performance, a celebration of 60 years, the church's 60-year birthday. Now, I grew up in this church. I was confirmed in that church, the UCUC, University City United Church of Christ. Very liberal. They've got a big rainbow sign in front that says we are open and affirming. And they're a very liberal interpretation of faith. There's no strict way that you need to think or believe to be welcome and to be thought of as a part of the fellowship. Interesting. I don't see anybody here. I wonder if that's just me. Anyway, well, then I will just continue and then head off into my day because I'm going to go see my mom today. Well, I saw her just last night too. So I went to go see her sing, and I actually got really emotional in the church because there's a lot of people there that I don't know them, but recognize them. Some of them I've met over the years, over the last 50 years of me being a part of this church. And boy, I have a lot of memories of that church and gratitude. Doug Kaler was my minister growing up. This booming voiced, really friendly man, tall and handsome, and he was the one when I was when I was going through confirmation and it was time to go be confirmed. I had a one-on-one with him, and I told him, I'm like, "Look, I don't know if I should be confirmed because I don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. I believe that he was, a child of God like everyone, but I don't think he's just, I just, that doesn't." And he says, "Oh, I really appreciate your honest questioning and as part of your faith." I go, "Should I not go through confirmation?" He goes, "That's up to you. Like, if you want to do it for your family, this is, whatever you like. Like, this is not a contract. This is not anything like that. This is a ritual, and you are a part of this church, whatever you want to believe." And I was just like, whoa. And that totally changed my whole perspective throughout my entire life about religion and church. I still had a chapter in my college years where I was very anti-church, anti-religion. But I'm so grateful, especially when I hear stories of other churches and faiths and how very much us, them, if you don't believe, you go to hell. There's no hell in my church. Mostly about being a good person. And so I'm so grateful. And so they had some videos from old choir performances, and Doug Kaler in his later years was in the background, and that touched me. And then seeing all these people that I had known for a long time, like there's one woman in the choir she's an old woman now, but I remember being a kid and she was like a hot blonde in the choir. I was like, man, that's a woman's, and it's great. She's a beautiful, crone now. But it's just an interesting experience in this same building, and seeing my mom up there singing as she has done every week for over 50 years. And just kind of feeling her heart and feeling her, this deep, long connection to her voice and to singing and to her community and to her faith. And I just, and also they did some immemorials to some people, and I just started having really so much gratitude for my mom, and so much. I just felt so treasured her, and I'm so glad that I was there to watch this performance. My dad came too. My dad does not set foot in a church very often in his life, like Christmas Eve every once in a while. And so we were both there to watch my mom and her performance, and I got to, and she came out before us, and we hugged and talked a little bit, and it was really, so I'm just really grateful for this experience of getting to see my mom in that space. And it also was this beautiful connecting thing, because like Lisa, my beloved, her whole life is song and choir. She's super into this community choir movement, which I didn't know was a thing. But like, if you're into community singing, you probably have crossed paths with things that Lisa has been a part of. And so to witness these two really important women in my life, Lisa wasn't there last night, but to just be aware of this thread of song and community through song and faith, I just felt so connected to my mom, and I guess I was also aware of that she is a crone too. She is a beautiful elder, and being reminded of the preciousness of the time I get to spend with her. So I'm actually on the way there after this. I'm going to go to my parents and have brunch with them this morning, and then I'm going to go to have lunch with my brother to celebrate his birthday, which is next week. So I'm feeling really grateful for my family right now. Lisa's out of town, so it's feeling really grateful for my family today. Good morning, Mingle, my church-loving friend, my badass pastor. I love you too. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the reminder, Mingle, about getting together. Yes. That is, I can't believe that I haven't replied to you or responded about that, because I'm getting lots of direction that I want to be doing more in-person things and one-on-one things, and less of speaking to a camera to many people. I mean, this too, I love this, and I love gratitude circles, but I would like to stretch into the energy of in-person and the energy of one-on-one. Good morning, tall Paul. Meow, meow, meow. You've been flat chat? You've been unable to speak. I keep catching my hair. Man, this is that. I think I need to do my roots before next weekend. Next weekend is the anniversary of meeting Lisa. We're going back to the retreat we met at. A year ago, though, I had brown hair. So I definitely want to return with pink hair. But it's just right on the edge of where I like it with the roots to being too much roots. Christopher says, grateful to be on vacation diving in Mexico today. Also grateful to be heading home. I've been seeing your pictures. Man, you are having a fucking awesome year, Chris, with the arches and the desert scenes and the diving. And we got to see each other at the beginning of the year. Man, living your best life, Chris. Love it. And thank you for sharing. Mingle is grateful that her voice is coming back so that she can preach a rousing sermon tomorrow. Woo-woo! Tall Paul is grateful for his kitty cats. I saw him on camera with these little kittens. They're so very cute. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful that I had a nice lunch yesterday with a friend. Grateful I got to see my dad last night. We went to church together. And, like I said, I'm going to see them both today. It's that I treasure all the moments that I get to hang out with them. Although I had a really interesting experience in church where we got there and my dad, who's only been there a few times, he knew like a bunch of people and he was socializing and hey, hi. And I just got like, I think it was the location and, my old associations with be quiet in church. I was kind of uncomfortable. And so I went and sat down and my dad was talking to people before we got there early. And then when we were sitting down together, there's a few times when my dad wanted to ask me something and he can't hear very well. So he's whispering at a not very low level. And I was so like, don't be loud in church, and I was kind of like, the other thing that I was impressed by him because we were sitting down and a man and his two boys, teenage boys, came in late. And so the boys sat in front of us and the father sat next to us because there wasn't room for three people anywhere. And after a song or two, my dad goes, hey, they came in together. We should move so they can all sit together. And as he said it, I was so like kind of freaked out that he was talking in church that I kind of like froze. And then afterwards, I was like, look at Dad. Dad is trying to be a good guy. Good on you, Dad. And then he did. He offered, and the father was really cool. He goes, oh, I think my sons would rather not sit next to me. And speaking of a good guy, I had a cool thing happen, or an awareness yesterday. Maybe it was 2 days ago. My mom had, I can't remember if I already mentioned this. No, I don't think so. My mom got together with a lunch with a bunch of the mothers from the old time PTA. Now I'm having deja vu like I did tell you this. You can let me know if I'm repeating myself. So all these mothers of my friends, now the grandmothers, got together to share old times and catch up. And one of the mothers of a kid my brother's age, she said that her son recently told her that while in junior high, as they biked to school, they were at a stoplight and there were some older kids that were teasing and bullying their son. And I rode up and I said, knock it off. Leave him alone. I was like, I have no memory of that, but that's like, I tend to remember the moments in my life when I wasn't the best that I could have been. I have two specific memories of times when I did not stand up for someone who is being bullied. And I think about those as regrets. times when I did not have the strength to speak up. And so it's really nice to hear a story of a time when I did. Mm-mm. Well, what do you say we have a hug and then head into our day, unless there's anyone else that wants to share any gratitude? Man, I look tired. Sometimes I don't. This is good for the old vanity dissolving path of aging required. Thanks, Mingle. Yeah. Well, I'm grateful that I get to spend a few moments today with you and remember gratitude. And I will try to be a love ambassador as best I can. My brother and I, after lunch, we're going to go to Fiesta del Sol, which is a street free music festival that's right by the place that I stay in Solana Beach. So we're going to walk around and I'm going to try to be a love ambassador, try to be friendly. Maybe I'll even bring stickers to give away. So, yay, Mingle and Mark Day. Those people that should be a friendship for sure. Well, wherever you are, join me for a hug. Let's appreciate this moment, this day, this body, whatever is ahead of us. Let's be grateful that we get to go into it as agents of love and light, being grateful for all the things that we might take for granted, for the opportunities, even for the struggles, for those things that help us grow and learn and gain wisdom on our path. Let's take a deep breath in and squeeze one another. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you, thanks for being here today for our gratitude gathering on this love morning. I love you. Happy Saturday. Enjoy the day. If you are a gratitude person, I might miss some today because I've got some plans that I'm not sure if I will be at Zoom gratitude today. Hello, Faith. Good morning. Glad that you were here for the hug. Enjoy a beautiful Saturday. It's 18th. So my birthday's in 10 days. In case you're trying to ship something from China, some massive gift. You've got 10 days to get it to the US. No. Gifts are not necessary. I mean, they will be turned away.